that better? Is that better? What's up, man? Let me turn this up so I can hear myself a little. Hold on. Let me see. That's better. So this is the first time. My name is Mark Pires. The Chaos Candle. I'm not sure who you are, man, but thanks for tuning in. I'm here late night. I just did about an hour and a half between Facebook and Instagram. I've been live every day since December 31st. I do about an hour a day, unscripted. The guitar comes out on the weekends. The name of my show is Mark Pires Real Talk. It's a daily show that's about positivity, motivation, connecting this planet essentially. And I'm mostly on Instagram for the first 320 days. And that's where the show goes for like an hour. But I just figured out how to get all my equipment to work. Like, check this out. You saw this when I was playing. But this is like everything. My website, you have to go check it out, markpiresrealtalk.com. And these are all my social media pages. Now you can actually go, I have to put this on here, but you can go to instabio.cc-markpires/markpires. No, I'm sorry, /Real Talk. And you can see all of my social media pages. It should be at the bottom of this thing, though. I think I put it in there. Anyway, I'm going to be live every day for the rest of my life. That's what I basically set out to do. And my task is just to effect a positive change one person at a time. And I've been doing that, but it's tough in this world. I got to tell you, there's a lot of negativity out there. And I'm doing my best. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to whether or not, people tune in. So please, if you're on Instagram, just type in Mark Pires Real Talk, like my name, but put Real Talk at the end. And also subscribe to my other page because that's where I go live every day. And it's basically from my studio. I'll tell you quickly what happened. Last year was an okay year. I'm a realtor, okay? Last year was an okay year. The year before was awesome. And I'm like, what was different? And I started thinking to myself, what was different was I did a lot of video the year before. So on December 31st, I was like, I'm going to go on and remind people I'm a realtor. So I went on and I said, hey guys, can you believe, listen, I'm here. Just remember, when you're out buying a house, when you need to sell a house in Connecticut, let me know. I'm here. I'm ready to go. I talked about how I have a building background and I can provide additional value by showing them what things are worth and how much things cost to fix. And the second day it was, can you believe my services are free? And so basically for those first couple of days, I was like, just talking about real estate. And then I think a couple of days in, someone was like, you can't go every day. Nobody wants to see you every day. And as soon as I heard someone say that, I was like, I'm going every day. First, if anybody tells you can't do something, this is my quote on my page. Go to markpiresrealtalk.com when we finish or while we're on right now. When someone says you can't, when someone tells you can't, smile and thank them for the fuel. I'm thanking people for the fuel like constantly now because I only have positivity to give to this planet. And if people want to grab onto it and they want to get something out of it and they want to bring it into their lives, that's what I'm hoping for. I want us all to thrive. You know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of people pushing another down in order for them to get up. Like, we need to be connecting. We need to be finding a way to push each other up on the way up. We all should be doing great. There's no reason why people should be struggling when other people are doing so well. And I don't think that they should also be giving up what they've earned. I'm proving something here, okay? I've been here 320. Like I said, every day forever, I'm going to be here. So the choice is whether or not people want to tune in. This is an unscripted show. I call it letting the universe speak, okay? This is what I was meant to do. I was an MTV music artist when I was younger. I almost signed a record deal, and I was about to get married, decided to walk away from that record deal. And because of that, I invented the BeatSeat, the drum you play with your hands and feet. This is the first drum you play while sitting completely upright with your hands and feet at the same time. It's also the first drum for guitar players. I'm sitting here and I'm... you've got the full body experience, but when you're a guitar player, you don't have to hire a drummer necessarily. I think you still should because you could play together. In my mind, I see a band of BeatSeat players. Everybody's got a BeatSeat. Now, here's the third thing that has never existed. So, singer-songwriters now have something to sit on comfortably. It's the perfect seat as well. I want you to see something. Look at this. Do you see how I'm sitting here? I'm sitting as if I was in the perfect seat. Whenever I play at a coffee shop or whenever I played at a venue, I have all my pedals, so I want to be sitting because of my pedals here. I like sitting. There's never a comfortable seat anywhere. But because of the BeatSeat, I'm sitting comfortably, even if I don't want to kick it. It's the perfect seat, but anybody who taps their foot on the ground, buddies. This is how you start anyway. You do it just lightly like this. Just get it going with one foot. Let's do a little jam here. What do you say? You want to do something like that? Let's see what this sounds like. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna stop this for a second, and then we're gonna add to it. Okay. Let me just so I can clear up what you have here. So you said you have a drum that does the same thing. I have to laugh because this is the BeatSeat. Okay, this is the. We went to NAMM this year. NAMM is the National Association of Music Merchants, and we went to the summer NAMM. We're not going to go to this one coming up, but we did go to the summer NAMM, and this is the first drum for guitar players, okay? And Elvis's guitar player loved it, and he has 2 of them now. And we also were selected Editor's Choice by Music Inc. Now, the one takeaway I heard from a lot of people is that they don't give Editor's Choice Awards to cajones. And the reason that this got an Editor's Choice Award is because it's cajon on steroids, okay? And let me just show you what I mean by that, okay? I'm going to zoom in for you. Let me give you a little inside scoop here, and I'm going to show you a little. This is just so you get a little, that's just a little extra cool thing I have now is my ability to show you stuff here. I'm going to drop this on here so you guys know what's going on. That's where you should be going and subscribing and then just checking out all of my positivity stuff and connecting because I'll be there every day for the rest of my life for the world, essentially. But anyway, let me show you the BeatSeat, okay? I invented the BeatSeat, first of all, let me tell you. I invented the BeatSeat for myself. I had a guy playing with me, and he missed a show. He was actually playing with Jose Feliciano for like 27 years, and he said, hey, Jose's got a show. I was like, what, you're going to miss me playing with me to go play with Jose? And of course he would. And he went and did that, and good for him. And good for me, because when he did that, I was left with a choice. I said, well, I could either play alone. I couldn't find a drummer. So I said, I got to build myself a cajon. So I built a cajon for myself. And the first thing I realized the moment I built it is it's not designed for me. It's underneath me. I'm sitting like this. Like I got to bend over to play it first of all. And what am I supposed to kick it backwards while I play? And I'm not getting some pedal that kicks backwards into something. That's the weirdest thing in the world. And so in that moment, I thought to myself, well, what about something that comes through your legs? It's wider at the back, it's narrow at the front, and it allows you to sit comfortably like you would in the perfect chair. Now I'm going to show you I'm going to just show you, here's a good example. Ready? Right here. This is a BeatSeat right here from the side. Let's see if I can show you better. All right. Okay, this is a BeatSeat, okay? I'm going to just show you what's amazing about this thing. First of all, the shape. It's designed like a horse, okay? It's wider at the back. It's more narrow at the front. So it allows you to sit comfortably on it. And you got a snare here. and then you have a snare on the side. Okay, so you actually have... Now is where I'm going to show you the inside scoop of the BeatSeat. Ready? Check this out. The BeatSeat has 2 snares. 2. Okay, so let me show you what we have here, okay? How should we start here? Okay, I'm going to show you from the bass up, okay? Literally. I'm a lefty. I'm going to show you. I'm kicking it right now. Ready? You use your foot to kick it from your heel. That's it. Toes up against the side and just slap it right against the side. You get a bass. It's so deep. It shakes this room. Can you hear the room shaking? That's the room shaking. Here's the other side. So you have kick and snare for your feet. So while you play your guitar, you have kick and snare. Okay? Now, if you're a drummer, I'm sitting completely upright. I don't have to bend over to play it like a cajon makes you do, or you have to bend it backwards. I'm sitting upright. I can just... So here's the other thing. What I've noticed about cajons, they only have like 2 tones, like a bass and a snare. It's kind of like boom, snap, snap. It sounds cool. It does sound cool, absolutely. It's what gave me the idea for the BeatSeat. Now, this is a patented instrument. So if it wasn't unique, I wouldn't have gotten a patent and I wouldn't have gotten an Editor's Choice Award from NAMM. So just keep that in mind when you check this thing out. You could also check it out on BeatSeat.rocks, okay? BeatSeat.rocks, and what you want to check out at BeatSeat.rocks is this. Thierry Arpino. It's like the first video I think you see. He is Lisa Fischer's drummer. He's one of our first artists. And that dude, oh my goodness. He makes it sound like a 7-piece drum kit. 7 pieces. I swear. Put on earpieces or put it through Bluetooth in your car. 7 pieces he makes it sound like, because it has omnitone. This is where you will never be able to match the BeatSeat. I saw a new drum that's coming out for LP. They call it the 6-tone. 6 tones. They're going to charge you $850 for 6 tones. Can you believe it? And guess what you have to do? You still have to get a chair. You have to get a chair. Yeah, you have to get a chair, and then you put it in front of you and you play it. Or you could buy a BeatSeat for $300 from me. I'll hand build it for you. Before my manufacturers take over in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have them start building these for us. But I'm still hand building them myself for everybody. And why would you get something that has 6 tones when you have something that has omnitone? Let me show you what I mean by that. Here's my kick. Here's my snare. One of my snares, right? I want you to hear something else. We have another snare right here. Listen to the sound of these 2 snares. You hear that? And 2 different tonal ranges for snare. That it gets even better. I want you to just hear all the different tones you get out of this face. Because you have a snare on the side here, when you hit here, you get this snare. When you hit this side, you get this snare. You can make it sound like 3 snares. Check this out. I'm not even done yet, but there's no instrument on the planet that gives you that much tone, okay? That's the start. That's part of the reason why we have Editor's Choice. I'm going to tell you there's another reason I haven't even told you about yet. But there's something even better coming, okay? I'm trying to figure out the best view for this. It's going to be this view still. Because I want to show you what, I'm not showing you any trickery. There's no trickery here. I'm going to move aside so you can see my side panel. You see this? Check this out. This panel right here, and it's not just this panel, it's the other panel too, okay? But check out how many different tones you get just out of this one panel. I'm going to start in the middle. That's not even with my feet, guys. That's not even with my feet. Let me get back to the feet with it too. Ready? You want to hear it all together? This is the BeatSeat with Omnitone. The first drum you could play with your entire body while sitting completely upright. By the way, I want to point something out. I'm a terrible percussionist. I'm a guitar player, singer, songwriter, and I've learned how to play the BeatSeat since I invented it, but I'm still a terrible percussionist. When you hear a dude with real hands going, it's insane. When you hear a dude who knows how to use his feet correctly, it's insane. I'm just doing my best to show as the inventor what it is and show you guys why you need it. It creates so much energy. I'm here at 1:30 right now, rocking out, even though my kids are sleeping upstairs and my wife's sleeping, and I'm really loud, so hopefully I can keep it down a little bit. Dude, I told you. I told you. I got to get you to be an ambassador, my friend. Listen, we just hired our first salesperson, and she's going up to Boston next weekend and says, like, appointments lined up when she went to Berkeley. And you know what? Every time someone sits on one, what's your name, by the way? What's your name, brother? Chaos Candle, what's your name? Shoot me over your name. By the way, we're doing free shipping right now. And like I said, I believe I've got big plans, my friend. I mean, I'm literally going to be on YouTube every day forever. Okay. So if you like what I'm doing on this guitar, if you like the BeatSeat, if you like any of the stuff I'm saying here, this is all I do. And tune in. And subscribe and knock that little bell there, man, because I'm live all the time. And go over to the Real Talk page and knock that. That's this right here. But in order to find I think you just have to type in Mark Pires Real Talk here on YouTube, and that my page should show up for that. And knock the bell for that one, because that's the one I'm on mostly. This is the first time I came on here. I haven't been on here in years, but I'm going to start doing this. I'll try to come on. Every Friday through Sunday, I'll be coming on. So tomorrow night, I'll be on again. And honestly, man, I come on every night, but I leave most of this gear at work. You know what? I may be able to bring the cameras. It's a lot of stuff to carry home. Plus, my wife needs some sleep. I come here and play just on the weekend. She's like, what the heck? She just sent me a note a little while ago. She's like, can you keep it down? And then I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to just play again. So I want to show you a couple cool things that I just worked out. The reason why I'm on YouTube, where I figured this out, is I had an interview the other day on my show with these two entrepreneurs. And they're amazing. They're doing this thing called Stage 2 startups. And they're working with entrepreneurs north of, say, 30 up to 80, people who are in their second stage of life. Maybe they did something, or they didn't like the first career they're in, or they loved it, but they want to do something besides retire. And they're trying to help these people to be founders of a business, be captains of industry, or just kind of do a nonprofit or something. And there's nobody really out there that's supporting that. And as somebody who has an invention out there and is out pushing to try to get the world to know about the BeatSeat, they came onto my talk show to interview me as well. It was kind of cool. The other thing I want to share with you real quick, and you mentioned this, about the idea of it being very versatile and the possibilities. We had a party, okay? My daughter has a friend who has autism. And I had just 6 BeatSeats probably sitting around, and he comes sitting down with all the kids. They're playing, and he was very anxious. Then he sits down, he's having a ball. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, great, he's having a good time. His mother taps me on the shoulder. She goes, you have a sensory therapy drum? I said, what's that? And I think it's funny. And you didn't tell me your name yet, did you? Let me see. Let me see. If you said your name, I was trying to talk to you directly. But, so, what was I saying? It gets tough at 1:30 in the morning. I read the lines here, and I'm trying to figure out what's next. What was I saying? Something about how the BeatSeat is going to change everything. But basically, so I found out the sensory therapy aspect. I never knew about that. So for the first 6 years, I had this invented. I'm getting the patent. Patents take about 5 years. Okay. So I'm going through the process, and I realize it's going to take a little bit of time, and I'm fine with that because I just was willing to, I wanted to do whatever I had to get this thing patented. And basically, I don't think this is a very good story. I mean, honestly, I think you're here to hear some music. So let me try to play you one other thing, and then I'll call it a night because I am pretty tired right now. And honestly, I would say shoot me a DM if you ever are interested in a BeatSeat, and I'll hook you up with a discount. And like I said, hand building, I was going to say this before, but I plan on being here until enough people join us. And then that's truly when my mission starts. That's when I think I really have to go to work. But I don't stop working. I work all day, and mostly it's pushing and dropping content on Instagram. So follow me over on Instagram. Just type in Mark Pires Real Talk in every social media platform. Check this out. This is one of my outros. You'll see this. Like all of the social media platforms that I'm on will come on over here on the bottom left. Let me play you something though. I think right now I'm on Twitch. No. Right now I'm not on Twitch. I should have gone on. You know what it is? I got this thing called Restream. Okay, and on Restream I can go live on like 30 different platforms, but I can't go live on more than one YouTube platform at once. So I already did it on my Real Talk page, and I just went live directly on YouTube here. And listen, buddy, I'm super tired, so the fact that I'm building this much energy, I'm kind of impressed with, to be honest. And thanks for telling me that the sound didn't work, because I was killing it. Oh, I had the piano going on that riff, and I can't believe none of that recorded. Dang it. Because what happened was I had a brilliant idea. Instagram, you can't really record sideways. And now that I can do stuff like this, I don't ever want to not do it again. So basically, I'm now forced with trying to find a way to get Instagram to work, right? So tonight I was like, why don't I just turn the camera sideways and film the screen on my software that we're working with here? So I could do all the stuff that we're doing here. I could just kind of give you a look at the BeatSeat. I'd give everybody a look at the BeatSeat tonight. So I had a 3-camera shoot tonight for the first time ever. And I'm contemplating a 4th camera. What do you think? You think we need a 4th camera? And where would I put the 4th camera? Maybe behind me so you could see the back? I don't know. But listen, I will be back tomorrow to play for you again on the BeatSeat at about, it's going to be about 10 o'clock, 10:15 tomorrow night. But that's going to be over on my Real Talk page. So you got to go follow me over there. This page I may not be able to go live on tomorrow night, depending. We have to see. But I definitely will be live on the Real Talk page. May even be multiple times. I play a piano at this open house that I'll be at tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So, like I said, go turn on that alarm. Knock that ding, man. Is that what people say? Knock the ding? Tell me what I need to say, man. Because I want to try to get more followers for this page. For my BeatSeat page, you got to go check out the BeatSeat drum page. Can you just look up BeatSeat? You'll see you'll see this logo. BeatSeat. Take a look at that, okay? And please subscribe to that. Please subscribe to Mark Pires Real Talk, which you could find through, where is it? You can find through there, markpiresrealtalk.com. There should be an access way to the Instagram page through there if you want to subscribe that way as well. But that's where I go. Like literally on Instagram, we do an hour every day. And we've been on here for a good, let's see, probably says, I don't know. How long has this been? It's been a while. But I appreciate you sticking with me, brother. And again, you never really said your name. Man, for sure. Well, listen, when you've been live 320 days in a row and you're up at 1:30 in the morning after doing an hour and 2 hours live, I think you're expected to kind of start to fizzle out, especially when you also were playing music and exerting that much energy. Because when you get going, like when I get going on the guitar and I start singing, especially, you miss some of the music that I had earlier over on Instagram. But so this is good to know. You're just on YouTube, and I'm going to be here on YouTube. Now, I'm not sure what page I'm on right now. I don't think I'm on my Real Talk page, and I don't think I'm on the BeatSeat page. I think I'm on my Mark Pires page, which had the most subscribers. I wanted to make sure I can try to get some people on. I at least had you come on, brother. You know, I told you the philosophy of Real Talk is to affect a positive change one person at a time. I hope I've done that tonight with you. That you could say, you know what, this is a show I'll check out again. And for the positivity thing too, like if you're ever looking, I give a lot of real estate advice, but mostly I just get going. I call it letting the universe speak. And when that happens, the most amazing things come out. Like what I said earlier, when someone says you can't, smile and thank them for the fuel. How about this one? You know what? I uploaded this. Did I upload it to here? No, I didn't. When you go to these other pages I'm telling you about, check out that 11 quotes that I just uploaded yesterday. These are 11 quotes that I dropped in the last 320 days. I didn't start my quotes until about 100 days in, but anyway, it doesn't matter. 11 quotes I just loved. I pulled out and threw in there. They're not the best quotes. Some of them are some of the best, but they're not the best. There are some others. Look, I have about 150 quotes I've dropped in the 320 days. So check out those 11, though, because there's a few that'll blow your mind. Here's another one. A smile has an energetic value that costs 0 to the currency holder. A smile costs me 0 to give, but it has an energetic value. It affects a change in the person across from you, the people surrounded by you. And if you can change someone's day simply by smiling, don't you think we should be doing that a little bit more? And to the same point, this television that I shut down 320 days ago is taking the life energy out of us. And this is why I tell everybody, shut that down. Let's turn on Real Talk. Let's connect. Let's find some light. And let's find a way for us to connect and find some more positivity and love. You know, I look back through the history of time and I see the amount of death through religion based on religious belief. And then I think about how it has nothing to do with anything but energy. We are all connected to an ancient energy that is older than the history of time. It was here before it all started. And we're all part of that. Like, I don't know why everybody has a hard time understanding that. But we are all connected at the root of it. And that's why, even though we're all different and we all have completely different emotional reactions to things, we have the same emotions. I think if we could start sharing them, we're going to be happier. My other philosophy here is a few things I want to go over real quick. Well, even though I'm tired, I want to share these with you. I believe the more you give, the happier you get. And the more you get. And the definition of giving is not expecting anything in return, but realistically what happens with the universe is when you give in, you get back in some way. It's not necessarily the way you want or whatever, but it is in some way something comes in your direction. And if you trust that and you follow whatever that intuition of yours is telling you to do, you are going to just find yourself on an amazing path. And I realized this today because 320 days ago, I was a real estate agent sitting in a different real estate firm, sitting at my desk in the corner. I did have a desk. I was in the corner. It was a cool place. I was there for 9 years. And I started something that led me to this moment today. And about 100 days in, I realized that my manager at the old firm wasn't really, not only was he not supporting what I was doing, but he was basically ignoring what I was doing. It's like pretending it didn't even exist. I'm like, what? So I start realizing, you know what am I doing in a place that doesn't support what I'm doing here? I'm doing something so, like, it's revolutionary to put yourself out there, to go out every single day and say, look, I'm going to go out for an hour unscripted. And I'm going to just let it go. I'm going to let whatever happens happen. And hopefully everybody who's listening will get something from it and they'll take it into their day. And I always say, if I can give you a spark for you to turn around and give to the next person, that's all I could hope for. And, basically that's it. Like we have these moments. That's all we get. And if we don't put everything we have into them, we're going to fall short. We're going to wind up losing this time and looking back and saying, where did it all go? I think if you start analyzing where you are in your life and say you're happy, say you're not. I heard a really great analogy today. A client of mine, I went over to try to keep a listing and hopefully I'll get to keep it. And he says, he's getting older, He said, I heard this saying was like, you're going up to the top of the mountain. And when you get to the very top of the mountain, you find self-fulfillment, self-awareness, self-happiness. He goes, you've accomplished everything you want. You've found and you've gotten everything you want. He said it's something like the Meisner principle or something like that, or the Miser principle. I have to look this thing up because it sounds very much like the way we all live. We're reaching for something. Something that some people may think is impossible. Now, something I said the other day on my show, and again, these things just come out of me in the moment, is impossible is just read incorrectly. It's not impossible. It's I am possible. I'm possible. Not impossible. I'm possible. Oh, you are? Okay. I'll do it then. Don't look at it as impossible. Say, I'm possible. That thing that you're looking at, it's saying to you, I'm possible. Come on. I'm possible. That's one of my recent quotes. Here's another one. We're going through a bunch of you, brother. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure where you're from. Okay, man. No worries. I'm not trying to you're funny. I'm just really tired at 1:45. I'm trying to give you the full philosophy of real talk, the 320-day philosophy of real talk, okay? So anyway, I'm going to call it a quit, all right? I'm going to play this little song on the way out. Tomorrow I'll be back. Definitely way too late, 1:45, brother. I got to get some sleep. I got an open house tomorrow too. Have a good night. Let me rock this out for you a little bit, see what we have here. But that was still pretty fun, even though it was sort of relaxing. Anyway, I'm going to head out for the night. I appreciate you tuning in, brother. Thank you so much. And I will be back tomorrow for some more real talk. And hopefully, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So basically, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I do a live looping session. And that's a good example of it. And I got all my gear here now. I'm so pumped to have all this stuff set up. So now I have 3 cameras. This one, the BeatSeat, and then the main camera. And then so on the way out too, I'll show you on my way out what the breakdown is. But I appreciate you tuning in, brother. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna play you a little piece of music. This one you heard. Check out this one. This was from last weekend. I improvise music every weekend. My name is Mark Pires. Somebody said after one of my clips, well, my buddy Furman goes, Mark Inspires. And I was like, holy cow, if you put INS in the front of my name, it says Inspires. So now we do a segment every weekend called Mark Inspires. And this is a song from that last weekend. Check this out. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play you this is even better. This is on the way out. Check this out. You're going to like this. Oh, yeah. So check this out. This is my podcast. If you go to check out my podcast, everybody drives around. I got a couple of music podcasts in there. Actually, almost all my podcasts have songs in them, like you just heard. But there's one specific BeatSeat improvisation podcast with like 36 minutes worth of straight songs. I came up with lyrics, chords, everything in real time. And they're mind-blowing how great these songs came out. But I got to tell you, some of the best songs I ever wrote came out of me like that, beautifully, just in real time. So check this out. This is the intro to my podcast with the song I just created last weekend as the backdrop. And then I'm going to shoot my stuff here for you to see on the way out. All right. Thanks again for tuning in. Check this out. It's Mark Pires. Mark Pires Real Talk. I'm here with you every single day on Instagram and Facebook, bringing you positivity, motivation, real estate advice, and just reminding you that you have something amazing within you, a unique genius within you, something that only you can do. I'm going to help you tap into it. Tune in every single day. It's Mark Pires, and it's Real Talk.